Glad to have you with us, everyone. We're now streaming on CBSN Minnesota as well.
Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin is in police custody, charged with murder and manslaughter.
Chauvin is the officer pictured with his knee on the neck of George Floyd for nearly 9 minutes. For nearly 3 minutes, prosecutors say Floyd was not responsive. BCA agents took Chauvin into custody just before noon in Minneapolis today. The charges against him are third-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter. Esme Murphy was there as prosecutors announced the charges.
Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin has been charged by the Hennepin County Attorney's Office with murder and with manslaughter.
County Attorney Mike Freeman left open the possibility of more charges against Derek Chauvin, as well as charges against the other 3 officers.
The investigation is ongoing. We felt it appropriate to focus on the most dangerous perpetrator.
But we are leading the investigation.
The announcement of a possible charge had been widely anticipated at a news conference yesterday. The fact that it didn't happen has been criticized for fueling the frustration behind last night's protests.
We have now been able to put together the evidence that we need. Even as late as yesterday afternoon, we didn't have all that we needed. We have now found it.
Freeman would not say what that new evidence is. Now, this new charging document does contain a revelation. It says Floyd did not die of strangulation or asphyxiation. The document says Floyd had heart disease and that the combined effects of Mr. Floyd being restrained by the police, his underlying health conditions, and any potential intoxicants in his system likely contributed to his death. The third-degree murder charge is the same charge Freeman used to successfully prosecute Minneapolis police officer Mohammed Noor in the 2017 death of Justine Ruszczyk-Damond. Noor is now serving 12.5 years in prison. Esme Murphy, WCCO 4 News.
U.S. Attorney General William Barr says the Department of Justice and the FBI are conducting an independent investigation as well to determine if any federal civil rights laws were violated in the death of George Floyd. After 2 nights of violence, Governor Tim Walz has put a temporary nighttime curfew into place. Unless you are traveling for work or you have an emergency, no one is allowed to be on the streets of Minneapolis or St. Paul starting at 8 o'clock tonight until 6 tomorrow morning. That curfew is also in effect Saturday from 8 to 6 as well.